Jabronis get to step in.
Yeah.
Welcome to Very Real Talk, everybody. I just want to get out in front of this episode and go ahead and say to all the jabronis, get to stepping. Get out of here.
Lose some weight, like do some cardio, or like just leave.
Count your steps.
Just leave.
Oh, okay.
I don't want you here. Jabronis, blow me.
Oh.
Please. There we go. Get out of here, losers. Good catchphrase. This is Very Real Talk, everybody. The show where we have made the solemn promise to you, the listener, to never lie to you.
I wish I could for this episode. I have some truths that I have to let out that I don't want to.
I know, but you're compelled to.
Yeah.
We made this promise. We put our hand on the book Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter and solemnly swore to never lie on this podcast. If you listen to our other podcasts, we obviously lie all the time.
Yeah.
This is the one where we can't.
That's incredibly specific.
Absolutely. But it was necessary.
Right.
I'm Nick Potter, first of all, and I got two boys here with me, and I'm going to ask them a couple of questions up top, just to loosen things up here.
Yeah.
I'm mad about the jabronis. I need to put them behind me. My
step
catchphrase
'em
got me
up.
heated.
Yeah,
like,
you got to step up.
Yeah.
3D.
whoa. That was the other thing. One hand was on Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, the other hand on a DVD copy of
Right.
Step Up 3D.
A full screen DVD
Full screen.
copy. Standard definition.
And this was in the year of our Lord 2019 that we did this. It took forever to dig through that $5 bin to find that fucking movie. All right, one of my boys is named Colin Sage. He's over here chugging that Coors Light before he has to answer this question.
Right.
Colin, this is a would you rather.
Okay.
I was coming across these, and I just want to know. I've been thinking about them. Okay, this is about money. Would you rather have the
it
ability? Yes. Could you have it all? Do you?
No,
You don't. I know you
I
don't.
definitely don't.
I know you intimately. You don't have it all. You have some.
He knows my bank account intimately, people.
Yep. Got that PIN code.
He doesn't steal. He checks in from time
Yeah.
to time.
I just want to know
He
what's
just
up.
keeps checking in. My
And-
credit score is through the floor because he keeps checking it
Keep
for
checking
me.
it. I look at it and then I text him. Still don't have it all.
I have to say, not to throw you off, but that happened to me recently where I accidentally refreshed the page a bunch when I was looking at my credit score for the first time. It went from a 707. No. It went from a 707 to the next day. It was like a 660.
I don't think that's how that works. I thought checking your credit score meant when a company checked it.
I thought that too, but I also read if you check it yourself.
Yeah, you only have so
That's
many
bad.
free ones. I think you have like one or two free ones every year.
Right, but I accidentally, it wasn't just refresh the page. I went back into the page several times.
Okay.
And then by the second or third time that glitched out, the number was down.
I have
Yeah.
one through my credit card that I can just look at.
Right, and I also was double checked that later to think, oh, maybe that website was bogus. And no, it
dinged your credit
It
a bunch.
initially dinged it down 20 points, and then I didn't check it, but I scrolled down to the bottom of the credit card app, and it was down another 20 points.
Yeah,
fucked,
And I was like,
what
what
he
happened?
He checked it. He was super down with it, and then he would click out of it, and then he'd come over to my house and say, "Nick, you have to look at my credit score."
Right.
And then he'd bring it up, and he'd go,
And
"Oh
Nick-
no, I forgot to show
and
my
Nick's
mom. I better drive
closing
home."
his browser. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll
Oh.
look at it right
Yeah.
now." He's just been click, 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 click.
All right, what's the would you rather?
Oh, okay. Colin, would you rather have the ability to teleport whenever you wanted, or be able to create $5 bills by clapping? This is one I saw on Reddit.
Man.
And I thought it was interesting.
That is very tough.
Because you could just sit in your room for 4 hours a day and clap a bunch, and
Right.
they're like, "I did it."
I'd
and
love
then-
to do the math,
right.
and then put that as a minute, and then count that up.
You just watch the Friends theme song over and over again. So
Oh snap!
Does it have to be my hands, or can I just set the genie lamp up to a computer while it just plays?
Yeah, I guess the question basically is: would you rather have infinite money or be able to teleport?
Right. But it'd be a slow build, because you got to think, what if you wanted $10 million?
Right. That's
You're
what I'm saying.
going to be in a room just doing this for a couple days to get that $10 million.
Yeah, but how hard is that? I can watch, the TV show Friends,
Right.
and just sit there and clap, the whole time.
It's true. You're just it's
Mom, I'm going to work, and then you just sit right down on your couch and start clapping.
right. Oh man, your car breaks down, and you're just like,
Oh, I bought this car and then realized it didn't have an aux port, and then you just start clapping.
right.
Yeah.
But okay, well, here's the deal. Does like that cash just appear in front of you, or does it appear in your bank account? Because if you're just like creating cash,
You're gonna get audited, fam.
well, you're gonna not only gonna get audited, but
you can
like
just pay off the IRS. Like,
That's-
hold on, guys, let me go to the
that's
bathroom.
gonna be a pain in the ass because everything is like, oh, through your bank account, like Amazon and shit. Like, oh, I want to buy this thing on Amazon. Fuck, now I gotta go to the bank.
Yeah,
with a
you can
bunch of
just drive
cash.
with your
With a
knees.
bunch of $5 bills.
You're like, hey, can you just open up your little box like at the bank drive-through, the money thing, and you just like stick your hands in,
Yeah, and it just shoots dollar
just, like,
bills in.
shooting
Oh, wow.
$5 bills up at the guy.
Like the Uno like card spitter.
No, I think you
Yeah.
just live a cash life from now on. You just go off the grid.
Go off the grid, buy like 50 Cent did in the hit film Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
You hand a dude at a car dealership a duffel bag full of cash and then drive away in a BMW.
Okay. All right. I think it comes down to one, the IRS is going to come after you. The other one, the military is going to come after you
Oh man.
because they're going to, if they find out you can teleport, they're going to want to get that.
Samuel
You know,
Jackson's
they're
gonna
gonna want to
come after
like cut you open and be like, "Is it in here? Can I get it this way?" You know,
But can't you just teleport away? And can't you just pay off the IRS?
because I've thought about that. Like, what if you had like Superman powers? Like, you could, or teleporting powers. Like, you could work for the government and say, "Hey, I'll work for you for an exorbitant amount of money." Like, teleporting shit for you so fast it'll,
Right.
whatever. But then
Or you could just be an
that's
Uber
not going to work
service.
out because eventually they're going to be like, "How do we get that from you?" and not have you attached to it.
It's like, I don't know. I found this question
Right.
on Reddit and now I can teleport.
Now
You,
Yeah.
you wake up and your hands have been cut off and you're in a bathtub and there's like some scientists and they're taking your hands on sticks and like
Clapping them together.
And it's just like little shrivels of money that are like chewed up. It's
Yeah.
like not fully working.
Oh, I like that.
All the faces are just the cast members of Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna go with teleport.
Okay. Cool.
Something you never get to experience versus, I could be a millionaire somehow one day.
Right.
But I could
Yeah.
never just teleport.
keep working those scratch offs. I'll keep checking that bank account and seeing how you're doing. The other person that's been talking this whole time is my brother Joey Potter.
Hello.
Over here, and I got another one that I found on Reddit.
All right.
Joey, would you rather earn 1 penny every time you took a step, or $1 every time you jump?
Oh man.
Because like you walk around a lot.
But I also don't like walking.
Well, which
That
don't you
much.
like more, walking or jumping?
But it's like, it's almost like one of those like get fit for this. Like I just do jumping jacks, and I get fit
Okay.
and rich.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, I think one one is more passive and one
Yeah.
is more active.
Right. I think you're going to get you're not going to be, it'd be hard to be a millionaire. You might be rich in the sense of you could move to like an upper middle class neighborhood.
Good enough for me, dog.
But yeah. But you're not going to like be a millionaire. If you're doing 500 jumping jacks a day, that's tight, $500 a day, but it's not like you're
yeah, I'm not
fucking
gonna.
Bezos.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rule
Right,
the
this
world.
isn't about being a millionaire. It's just, would you rather make money just like walking around, or actually take time out of your day to jump, or would you just become super like I'm into running now because when you run, you just make a bunch of
pennies.
Pennies.
But no, I would like get some moon shoes,
okay.
obviously, and I would just like hop everywhere. Like
Oh,
okay, hold on. Like, does it have to be my 2 feet planted on the ground and then I jump and then I get $1, or can I like get like a pogo stick involved? Can I get one of those like hippity hops and like be the
Okay.
hippity
Just
hop guy?
Live on a trampoline.
Yeah, like could I do? Is
I
it
like
is
that.
it the act of my feet leaving the ground?
Yeah,
at
I
the
think
same
so, Joe. I
time?
think it's because if you have to walk around, I think you also have to jump like
Right.
regular
I
jump.
was
Damn.
also thinking
I
what
was
if you
looking forward to being the hippity hop.
had a
guy.
machine when you were laying down that like brought some asphalt up and touched your toes just gently but like real fast, and so as you're sleeping you're just like racking up the pennies.
Because they say like my apps and stuff, my health apps say like average people like not in like New York City walk like you should take about 6,000 steps a day.
Okay,
So what's that?
$60.
$60?
Math.
Math.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like $60, or
Right.
it's definitely not $600.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be 10 cents. Yeah, but that's whack.
Right. I think I would take jumping for $1.
Yeah, just
and
get really
like,
into jumping.
Yeah, just get really into jumping. Just like like Colin said, like you just wake up, you do like as many jumps as you can, like 100. Because I don't think they have to be full like jumping as high as you can, but I think you have to hop.
I would just get really like I would try to work that into my walking. You know, I'd do like the Mario triple jump thing
nice.
everywhere. Yeah.
Or you go, Mom, I'm going to work, and then you stand in your living room and just jump a bunch of times.
Yeah, I'd want to get
couch.
like one of those things you see for like VR to like walk in VR.
Oh yeah, like you're walking.
I'm like suspended with bands, and then I would just like jiggle up and
down. Oh, nice! Like one of those like baby bouncers.
Yeah, I'd get an adult baby bouncer.
Yeah.
If I ever had people over, I was like, please don't look over in that corner. I don't have a fetish. I'm rich.
Oh no, you're
I'm
rich.
upper middle class.
You've got a big house with a big open living room, and you know what you're doing there? Lara Croft Tomb Raider shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're jumping, you're flipping, guys in suits come in, you're kicking them.
Or I'd replace all the floors in my house with trampolines.
Perfect.
So
we could
bring
back SlamBall finally.
Damn.
Me, Nick Potter, I've been trying to find a way for years to bring back the sport of SlamBall. Petitions to the White House, yelling at people on the street, email blasts, snail mail blasts, whatever. Let's get SlamBall.
MTV almost signed on. But they ran out
they're
of
like,
money.
oh fuck, we forgot we already did this. Oh, sorry, that was like Spike TV. What was Spike TV before it was Spike TV?
TNN, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I always got confused with TNT.
Right. But yeah, absolutely. That's like my number one goal in life. Let's bring back SlamBall. I don't want to be a professional SlamBall player. I just think it was more interesting than basketball.
Yeah, it's like the XFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that actually is coming back.
I don't know. We had the Louisville Fire for a while.
I think they made an effort and then it failed again.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Or they're talking about it still. I know they were doing something. It wasn't arena football and it wasn't XFL. It was like a mix that happened maybe 2 years ago. And it failed before the end of the season.
Okay,
Damn.
so
what about mixed
here's
martial
the
arts
plan.
at NFL?
No, idiot, no.
Sorry.
XFL cross SlamBall. So it's football with trampolines everywhere.
Okay, just like two people like jumping like and then like tackling into each other in midair.
Do they just have like a
there'd still be as many, maybe more injuries, but it would be crazy to watch.
Just have like a giant box of hamstrings on the sideline because they're just getting torn up out there.
Yeah, man, you hike the ball and then like the quarterback just gets like double bounced by like two big guys.
Oh, whoa,
he goes really high up and then throws.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
every play is
popcorn
maneuver. That's every single play.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Or it's just like Thunderdome and everybody's in a giant baby bouncer thing.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You know? Just a big it's just Thunderdome, but it's football players. Well, that's also Mad Max. It's just Thunderdome with
I
more
just
people.
don't see why we can't have this. Do you know there's a show on right now called Holy Moly, and it's a putt-putt golf show hosted by Rob Riggle.
Yeah.
Is slumming it. And there's it's an hour, like 45-minute show. Maybe 17 of those minutes are golfing. The rest is like, we're going to cut to Steph Curry in a chair and a smoking jacket to tell us some random bit of information. And then we're just going to like pan across the crowd and like Rob Riggle's going to talk. And then no one golfs.
I was going to watch that show and you were like, don't do it.
Do not
don't
do
get
it.
tricked.
Me and Blair were like, ooh, interesting. No, SlamBall.
Yeah, let's just look up those YouTube videos.
Nick Potter's SlamBall League. Let's get that shit going. That's all I got to say. All right, let's move on and talk about our game this week.
Yeah, so sorry, my headphones fucked up. So I follow this YouTube channel called Kinda Funny, and they do a lot of franchise like review shows. Well, they started with the MCU. They watched all of it, ranked and reviewed them. So right now they're doing Harry Potter, and I haven't seen Harry Potter in a long time. And so it got me thinking. We have these little segments and whatnot. I was like, all right, let's get sorted, y'all.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not so much a game
got our
as
lives
it is
sorted.
a lifestyle.
Yeah.
A lifestyle, yeah. And this is the hard truth that I had to come to. today.
J.K. Rowling just told me how to live my life from now on. I'm 29 years old, and I'm pretty set in my ways, but I have to change all of that.
Yeah.
Man, the Pottermore website felt like something out of 2002.
Colin was so upset.
Well, it's just that every time you click on something, there's like an animation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like it doesn't just take you to the next page. It's like we have to have a transition. It's got to fade in. We got to have a wipe here.
J.K. Rowling is heavily invested in Flash animation.
In web design.
Right? Yeah. It felt like I was on like an old Newgrounds site or something. Like everything was just like
Well,
Flash
the
animation.
first thing that's like when you sign up, it's like, okay, put your birth date in, but it doesn't let you type it in. We were on our phones. It showed us a calendar that we had to go by months. So it starts out in August 2019. I had to go back to September 1989. It was horrifying. It took me 2 minutes.
No, I was just like,
this is the problem with this. Everybody's like, oh, dude, fucking Android, bro. Android, like, hell yeah. I didn't have to do that shit.
Oh, I love my
was
Android.
also
If
on
that's the one price I have to pay, I'm fine with it.
It adds up. Where it's just like, oh, this shit's all weird because it's an open source platform.
Tim Cook doesn't own my life anymore. I'm not buying Apple's dumb, fucking expensive products.
Tim Cook doesn't have his fingers jiggling around up my asshole.
Yeah.
I guess he has them up mine. So,
Yeah.
Hey, well,
but
You're still drinking
I
the
did-
Kool-Aid.
I
Get
didn't
outta
have
here.
to fucking scroll for 17 years to get back.
I don't know.
25
Normally,
years.
I can just jump over to the Firefox browser because you have to download that. That's third-party shit, and yet it still did the same thing. The animations were better, everything was smoother in the website, but it was still like, hey, you don't get to type in your birthday, you fuck.
Basically.
And I was just like, hey, 9/11. I'm just going back to 9/11. Those kids are 18, right? Almost.
Almost. Close.
Never forget.
Never
All right.
forget.
So yeah, this is the first time I took my Pottermore sorting hat quiz. Colin, I believe,
Yeah,
it's the
time.
first for you.
I've taken it before because my wife is a huge Harry Potter fan. So obviously she's like, if we're going to get married, I have to know what house you're in, you asshole. I have to know what kind of wand you would use. What's your Ilvermorny situation?
Man,
And I was like, there's so many people watching us like get married right now. Why are you asking me? Why are
in
you
the middle of
making
the
me?
ceremony?
Yeah, you remember, Colin?
Yeah, it was
Joe, you
wild.
were standing next to
I
me.
I thought
had
it was
to pull out my phone.
Yeah.
And go on this website, and everyone's waiting.
right. I thought it was really overbearing.
Yeah.
My wife just stood up on the altar and just checked my credit score like 20 times.
Yeah.
Just drove it into the ground.
Yeah, and I was.
Why
in that
does it say
audience just waiting.
0? Oh!
Could you check your credit score so many times that it goes to 0? Is that possible?
I've never
It's
had
like,
a
oh fuck! I just have to get a new identity now.
never had a late payment in my life, like perfect credit, but it's at 0 just because I hit refresh too many times.
Anyway, so I knew what I was. I took it again just to make sure I was deep enough that I was like really true to this house, and I am. Joey, do you want to start us off?
I think you should start us
Okay,
off since
perfect.
it's not a surprise to you.
Right. Your boy Nick is a Hufflepuff.
Gross.
Newt Scamander's my boy. Nymphadora Tonks, my girl. I got some good players.
You got players.
It's the worst house. They
Right.
never mention it in the books. It's just like, oh yeah, and Hufflepuffs were there. Idiots.
They exist.
Like,
Hey.
there's like J.K. Rowling threw us a bone once in a while. And they're like, this person, I think.
There's
Yeah.
a teacup, I think.
She gave you the shovel face guy from Twilight.
Yeah.
And then he just died right away.
Right. Super sad. So, and my wife is a Ravenclaw, by the way, so you know it gets freaky.
Does it?
The birds and the badgers, y'all. You know. That's what,
So yeah, I'm definitely the worst house. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess what you two are.
All right.
Colin, I think that you're a Slytherin.
You are pretty slithery. You are wearing green.
You are wearing green.
Yeah, well, on
you
all
are
those
really underhanded.
on all those questions when it was like, "Hey, would you rob an old person?"
and you're like, yes, with magic, I would absolutely.
That was the only thing. It was like very thinly veiled. It'd be like, "Oh, here's 4 questions. One of them is like, do you like red and noble?
green or blue
like,
or yellow?
Are you a piece of shit? Do you like books?
Are you a villain?
Or
Joey, I bet
were
you're
you in
Hufflepuff,
Twilight?"
too.
And it was just like, come on.
Yeah, some of mine were like, I swear you picked one answer that I had, and they were just like, that's your house.
Right.
Because I got it, and I was just like, what the fuck said any of what this is. But yes, I am a dumbass Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff is about loyalty.
I know.
And friendship and honesty.
Oh, you're like a good person.
Right.
Ugh.
I don't think Colin's a good person. I think he's a slimy little Slytherin villain bitch.
Yeah. No, it was hard because I wanted to just be random, but it was pretty easy to see what you were going to pick was going to take you. I don't know. I guess Joey, that didn't work for Joey, but
It was like river or forest. It's like river. And it's like, what would you like to study the most out of these mythical creatures? And I was like, I don't know. Harry Potter ghosts are pretty whimsical.
Right.
And then I got Hufflepuff, and it's like, the ghost of Hufflepuff. It's just like, fuck.
It just, I bet there's a bunch of those don't mean anything. They don't.
Yeah,
But
it's
there's
just like
one
two.
hidden question that's
Yeah.
that's it. That's all we need to know. Colin, what are you?
your boy's a Ravenclaw.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He's a smarty pants.
I figured that was going to be that way because it kind of went middle of the road. It was like, do you like to torture people? Or it's like, are you Harry Potter's best friend? It was like,
It was
what?
like, I like to learn things.
Is there another question?
Yeah, I was hoping for like a SAT style, like where it's just like hundreds of things and it like calculates
Yeah.
and gives you percentages and stuff. But no,
Absolutely.
it was just like,
I gotta get you fools to
what
take the
animal do you want?
I gotta get you fools to take the Enneagram test. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's a personality test. It's really long,
Okay.
but there's like 9 different personalities, and it got me like way too good. Like I was fucking shook when it's like, this is the kind of person you are. I was like, oh my god,
Your name is Nick Potter.
You live at blah 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 blah. Real address. Yeah,
You're
it
either a passive aggressive or a Nick Potter. Like what? What?
You're a real Joey.
Someone shows up at your house. Is like, yeah, hey, I'm a Nick Potter. Said I live here.
Well, that's yeah. I have to hang out with you now. Well, no, my wife took it and was blown away, and then I took it, and then it shows you who you'd be good with. Like I'm a type 9 or whatever.
Okay.
I think I'm like a loyal person or something.
That's the thing.
Idiot.
My family did that, and they were.
And then it like described like the kind of relationship a 9 and whatever Blair was like a 4 would have, and I was like, oh my god, that's it. Oh, that's our exact relationship.
Personally attacked.
No, I'm not a loyalist. I'm a oh fuck, I forgot. I'm like a non-conflict person, basically.
Yeah.
What? No.
But dude, the way it described me was like, oh my fucking god, how did you know? And how did the relationship thing really got me? I was like, oh, that's exactly it. Oh, yeah, it was crazy.
She's gonna want spaghetti tonight. Nick, do we have any spaghetti? Oh! There's like 3 guys on the couch. They answer, maybe.
We're all Nick Potters. We're
Yeah.
all sitting on the couch.
But yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't. I was just like, don't be Hufflepuff. Like I was like Harry Potter in the first movie, where he's like,
Right.
not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin. He's like, I guess, idiot.
That's sort of how I was like, you can choose whatever you want. Psych! Get out of here, loser. Go sit at the old
Right.
table with all the dorks. These kids are brave over
Hufflepuff
here.
is the friendship house. Ravenclaw's the smart house. Slytherin is the blonde Aryan house. And Gryffindor's
Or
the protagonist house.
Yeah, it's
Which
the
one are you
best
going to be,
house.
Harry Potter? Yeah, I wish it wasn't so biased, but you know what? Children's writing.
And then we did our Ilvermorny houses, and I don't understand what those mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't
I don't-
understand.
Because
I
I've only
understand
seen the
that.
first Fantastic Beasts movie.
Did we all get our Patronus though?
Yeah, I'm a black stallion.
Whoa.
I'm a fucking red squirrel.
Nice. Your boy's a fox.
Oh, you are pretty foxy, so that makes sense.
Thanks.
Joey, you are pretty squirrely.
I'm not.
You never know what kind of move Joey's going to make.
Yeah.
And why does he eat food like that? Why does he put it up close to his mouth and go...
And then I just like vomit a bunch of nuts.
You do always have nut particles around you. It's so strange.
Joey, is that almond dust in your mustache?
And you know your boy likes to ride on the moors at midnight. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
part of the Horned Serpent. Is that the good house, the bad house?
In Ilvermorny?
Yeah.
I'm a Puckwudgie.
The fuck did you just say to me?
A Puckwudgie. Let me spell it for you. Pukwudgie. Puckwudgie.
Man,
That's awful.
Some racial shit right there.
I'm a motherfucking Thunderbird, y'all.
What? Why do you guys get like, I'm a mountain fox and I'm a Puckwudgie?
Is there a picture for the Puckwudgie?
I'd team up with
Is
other
it a-
multicolored
Yeah, it's like a
children.
weird-
Is it like a Canadian guy in flannel?
No, it's some sort of like bird man that looks kind of Incan with a 4-leaf clover, and it's got 3-leaf clovers. Hold on.
Huh. It looks exactly the same except for my thing in the middle. What's yours look like?
Yeah, I guess that's
Thunderbird.
yeah.
Oh. Guess that's what it is.
So we can't talk about this much because we know nothing about.
I don't know.
Ilvermorny.
The horned serpent looks pretty bad. I think it might be the bad house. Did I do another? Oh, I got my wand. Did you guys do a wand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my-
spruce wood dog. String of the Dragon Heart, 11 3/4 inches.
Beechwood, bro. Phoenix feather.
Oh, are we
core,
comparing wand sizes?
13 and a quarter.
Damn.
And I am
Your dick's larger than mine.
unbending flexibility.
Surprisingly swishy flexibility.
Wait, Nick, what'd you get?
Spruce wood.
Dragon heart course.
Yeah.
Dragon heartstring core.
Yeah.
I got ebony wood dragon heartstring core, 12 and a half
what?
inches. Surprisingly swishy flexibility.
Surprisingly squishy. My wand is made of flubber.
I guess we're like brothers or something, Nick. This
Yeah.
is bullshit.
Black stallions, ebony
Oh man,
wood.
listen, unskilled wand makers called spruce a difficult wood. Damn, but in doing so, they reveal their own ineptitude.
Damn,
where'd you
dude.
get all that?
Dumped on.
It's
Sounds
just
like a bunch
below
of
it. I just clicked
jabronis.
on it.
Major
Yeah.
wand.
I just took a screenshot.
Well, yeah, so you can read that later.
So that's our Harry Potter garbage. I'm a dumbass Hufflepuff.
Yeah, me too. But Colin's a smarty pants.
Yeah.
Dag. Okay, well that was fun. I just want people to know about us.
Yeah.
In any like sort of context. Like that way they can be like, "All right, this is how Colin, Colin likes to teleport and is also a Ravenclaw."
I thought you were going to say racist.
No.
No.
No. All right, guys, let's move on to our topic of this week.
Well, guys, I know we did guilty pleasure songs before, right? Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, I was thinking about guilty pleasure movies because mine are somewhat related. And then I started looking up more about the directors, and I don't know, just wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to talk about Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Fuck.
From 2002.
So you had to frame it in this whole thing. We could have just talked about Kung Pao Enter the Fist before we
Right.
started recording this podcast.
Yeah, but I also want to talk about Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Because both of those, so the guy who made Kung Pao Enter the Fist, apparently he's been in Hollywood doing different things
He's
behind the
putting
scenes.
around in Hollywood.
Yeah, he's been putting around. I think it was like late 90s, early 2000s. He was like a behind the scenes guy, special effects. I don't know what he did. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he made that movie. He starred in that movie. He was the star. And he made all those Thumb movies.
Oh my god!
If you remember those.
I remember those.
I remember those too.
Thumb Wars.
Thumb Wars made it on a network slot. Like it came on like CBS one night. Like, and I remember there was all these advertisements for it. And boy, oh boy, like 10-year-old me thought that was the best fucking movie ever.
I think I've seen Thumb Wars. Maybe was it Thumbtanic?
Thumbtanic,
yeah.
Frankenthumb, Bat Thumb, the God Thumb, his Godfather. What is the Blair Thumb
Blair Thumb.
or Blair Witch
Project.
Thumb? Thumb Wars. I think that's
That's as far as they got before they cut him off and said, "No, thank you. We're done with this."
How'd you get away with
he-
this?
How did you?
He made
how'd
it
you
himself.
Make this movie. We
He
were
used,
just here.
He used his modest Hollywood money and
Yeah.
started his own production company
Okay.
and just
Thumb
made
Studios.
Thumb movies.
Do they have the?
Did he make Thumbelina?
He's like, no.
No. Get out of here.
That's
How do you
or he's
think
waiting to make
the
it. It's going to be like his Citizen Kane.
the car sex scene in Thumbtanic went?
I don't remember.
I
I'm
just
sure it
imagine a
went.
thumb pressing up against the glass.
Yeah.
But
I'm-
That's
dude,
probably what
absolutely,
happened.
that's
That is
what-
absolutely
yeah.
what
Right.
happened.
Do some googling after this.
We will.
All I remember from that movie was the James Cameron thumb is in the submarine, and he finds the Titanic, and then finds the picture, like the painting of the naked woman,
Uh-huh.
and it's like Oh my God, is that a naked woman? Oh my God, and all of her clothes are off.
What?
Because 10-year-old humor, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
For 10-year-olds. And then it cuts to a news report, and it's like, they found the Titanic, and there was a painting where she was naked and wasn't wearing clothes.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's why I want to talk about it, because, say, Kung Pao, loved that movie, again, as like a 12-year-old boy.
Sure.
And going back and reviewing it, some parts are absolute genius. Hold up to this day, hilarious comedy, and other parts make me want to rip my brain out of my skull. And that's the same, and I don't know why I was thinking about this. I think because he came up on, I don't know, somebody was talking about that guy. And I was like, oh, shit, yeah, those movies. And then I was like, man, that guy reminds me of Weird Al, how it's like so hit or miss. Like sometimes you're like, this guy's the funniest person. This is genius. Like what he's doing right now is genius. And other times it's like I just tried to do the hand in the armpit fart noise.
Yeah.
It's like that. And it's like, you kids like that and fucking weasels? Like random.
Yeah, exactly.
It turns into Gallagher. And it's like, isn't a watermelon funny?
Right.
And it's like, oh.
Right, because there's some things that are funny in very small doses, and you can make short videos out of them, but those don't get major like theatrical releases. So you gotta try and fill like an hour 20 with your with all this dumb filler. And there's a couple of genius parts in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like consistent inconsistency. And I was thinking about Kung Pao in relation to UHF, the Weird Al movie.
Right.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.
I have not.
I rented it like every weekend as a teenage boy. You really should watch it because parts of it are still like I'm crying laughing to this day. They hold up. And other parts are like,
Why'd you do that?
oh my God, it wasn't even funny then. This is bad. This is so bad and so childish.
Yeah.
You know, it goes from like these deep like satirical dives on like movies or something or some, you know, not adult humor, but you know, something more heady to just like, oh, I slipped on a banana peel and farted and like look into the camera, fart again.
Right.
And it's like, oh boy.
All right.
Same thing with Kung Pao. I still think and even the techniques they use to like splice them into old movies, some of it still looks amazing, or the comedy is just awesome the way it flows with the old movies, and then other parts it's like, oh my God, this like made it through the writing process.
This went through several hands,
Right.
and still made it in front of my eyeballs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but watching it not that long ago, I mean, maybe, you know, smoke a little green, drink a little drink, and that will like ease the pain of like the really shitty parts, and then you'll remember those good parts, and you're like, yeah.
I got one that I want to throw at you guys.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while,
Okay.
but I think I own it on DVD.
Obviously.
Full screen.
Nice. Was it full screen on one side, widescreen on the other?
Yeah, it was one of the blank discs
Yeah.
that had no picture on it. It's Malibu's Most Wanted.
Damn, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, so did everybody, because, like, what the fuck is Jamie Kennedy doing now? Nothing.
That's another movie.
That's
that
a
I
good
think
one.
Some of it probably is still really funny.
Yeah.
And other parts are like, oh my God.
Yeah, there's probably some very outdated humor in there.
Absolutely.
But
For sure.
Gamecast will never not be funny.
Yeah, Gamecast is always, always funny. It's got Terry Crews in it.
Yeah, that's not ultra surprising because who was Terry Crews in 2004?
Right.
But
he's
it
a
helps.
hidden gem, man.
Yeah.
He was in a bunch of like over the top white and black racial comedies.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
White
in, like,
Chicks.
White Chicks, yeah.
Right. It's like stupid premise.
And
Yeah.
now he's just out there hosting America's Got Talent, asking me to retweet him every week. But you know what? Terry
is
Crews,
that what
make
he's
your
doing?
fucking money.
Did he oust Nick Cannon?
Yeah, I was he hosting America's Got Talent? I have no
Yes,
idea.
He was.
Well,
I was on that
give
show
me
a
Terry
couple
Crews
seasons.
every day over Nick Cannon, except in Drumline, obviously.
I don't know, man.
If
Terry Crews in Drumline, he's like a 30, 40-year-old dude.
And he's drumming on his
supposed to be
pecs.
15.
He's using his pecs to drum on the snare
he's
drum.
just shirtless, like in his audition.
That would be pretty good.
Yes, absolutely.
Unblinking eye contact with the band coach.
Yeah. Yeah, Malibu's That's a good one.
What happened to Orlando Jones?
I've actually often wondered that. He was in some. I assume it was sort of a comedy, but it was like a feel-good movie where he was part of a gay couple and they were trying to like have a baby through a surrogate. And I think it was funny, but it was not. And that was
15 years ago.
Before
I guess
Evolution.
I was like, no, not 15 years ago. It was like 2010.
Still,
And I was like, oh.
Well, yeah, because he was like, okay, Drumline, yes, Evolution, yes. He was in Sprite commercials, gang.
Yeah, or
he
was
made
it
it all
7
the
Up?
way to the
He was 7
Up. You're right. He made it all the way to 7 Up.
Right. He was
Is
all,
7 Up still a thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel
Whoa,
like
it
Sierra
died with
missed-
Orlando Jones.
Oh, he took it
Whoa.
down.
He burned it all down.
That's why they had to make Sierra Mist.
Yeah.
He took
no,
it
I think 7 Up is still a thing.
Okay.
I've seen
Took
it in stores.
Straight to hell when he did Bedazzled.
Whoa.
Wait, what was the Drake commercial where he opens up and it's haunting? Is that Sprite or is that 7 Up?
I don't know.
You know what commercial I'm talking about? Where Drake turns and it's just like he like opens up like a robot.
Oh,
and-
I think that is.
Is that 7
maybe
Up or is that
that's probably
Sprite?
I think that's probably Sprite.
That's
Yeah.
a little
He's so
too
hydrated.
That's a little too cool for 7 Up.
Yeah.
That
But
kind of
yeah.
like Daft Punk cool.
Yeah, except that commercial's haunting.
Except
man.
I'm old enough now where I'm like, ooh, I'm thirsty because of this, but I know that Sprite isn't the cure for thirst. I'll just have water because I need it. Because if I go like half a day without water, I just fall apart.
It's the cure for life.
Yeah.
You drink enough and they're going to cut your foot off.
I mean, I got one.
Okay.
I'll actually do a double whammy because they both feature my boy from the mid 2000s, Emil Hirsch.
Damn.
So number one, Speed Racer.
Yes.
So
love Speed Racer. Love.
Speed Racer has gone through a roller coaster in the public eye, where when it came out, it bombed, and everybody's like, "Fuck that!"
Me and Joey were the only ones in the theater. Like, please, anyone else want to come in here and watch
favorite
this?
movies, dude. It's just such a good time, and yeah, it has some of that like very kiddie humor with like his little brother and the monkey.
Right.
That stuff, just block that out. But
I'm here for John Goodman.
I just watched it like a couple
John
months
Goodman's in
ago,
that movie?
and
yeah,
I
he's Pops.
he's
the
Pops,
dad.
dog.
I might have to
Susan
watch it now.
Sarandon is the mom.
Yeah.
Christina
All right.
Ricci's there.
Don't care about Susan Sarandon, but John Goodman.
Matthew Fox.
Christina
Jack
Ricci,
from
is
Lost
she
is
like
there?
is she like,
Not acting?
Is she
Is that-
handcuffed to the car?
yeah, yeah.
Getting whipped.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, and everybody's like, "This is trash." The Wachowskis fucking lost it. They don't know what they're doing.
If only they knew what was coming.
Kind of tanked their career just with that one. Like that sent them on the downward slope,
Yeah,
and they tried
led
to come
them
back
into
with
Cloud Atlas, led them
Cloud
into
Atlas
Jupiter
and
Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending, and all that stuff. Which really, like, those movies have merit to them because they have awesome set design.
Right.
But yeah, Speed Racer, man, it's just such a feel-good movie. I watched it just a few months ago. I still teared up at the beginning with that first race because I don't know. It's just it's a great time, and now it's coming back around the public
Yeah.
eye. It's like, oh my god, it's genius! It's like, yeah, dude, it was
I've been
live
saying
action
that.
cartoon.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They
It's art. It wasn't appreciated in its time.
Yeah,
Right.
they showed a new color. No,
Yeah, they made one.
they made a new color.
The beginning makes you sad because you're always trying to beat my times, Joey. Because I'm
Yeah.
an older brother.
Well, no, I know that I can beat your time,
Whoa.
but I don't want to.
Damn.
Whoa.
So you'll
My
always
legacy.
have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm getting chills.
Also, I'm a
I just got
ghost?
goosebumps.
Whoa.
And you're a
kn-
ghost.
I know the first Matrix will always be amazing, even if the fourth one's coming out.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask if you fools read about the fourth Matrix coming out.
Yeah.
With one Wachowski,
Wachowski.
and it's like, yeah, Keanu and Carrie Ann Moss. And I'm like,
Why
they were the
those
two
two?
that died.
Yeah.
Give me a Morpheus movie.
Only
There's like
That
it's gonna
you-
happen. It's
you
gonna happen in
all-
heaven.
You,
Like
you already know. If it's the two people that died and like one Wachowski, it's like, all right, it's either this or I don't know, work at Domino's. Like
All right.
this is it. Like we thought it was Jupiter Ascending. We thought it was that other like Animatrix. This is it. This
Yep.
is our last chance.
yeah, we have to go back to our one IP. I'd be down for a Speed Racer too.
Yeah, me too. But my other Emile Hirsch classic from the mid 2000s, The Girl Next Door.
Oh, okay. I actually love that movie too.
I
It's
love
funny.
that movie.
Hate that
I
movie.
love that
sorry,
movie
dog.
so much.
Hate it.
I love it so much.
That movie and
You're just mad because she didn't get naked.
what? No, I didn't want
The
to.
DVD X-rated one promised me she was going to get naked. When I was, what was that, like 2004? I
Something
was
like
a pubescent boy, a young teenager, and the box cover covered up her body. And I was like, oh, she's getting naked in this X-rated version.
But yeah, she really just had like a strapless
Right.
like top on.
And it's like, oh, it worked. You guys tricked me.
Yeah. But no, I gobble up those feel good coming of age pseudo rom-com things. Love
I definitely
it.
need to rewatch. It doesn't have Timothy Oliphant as like the
Yeah, he's
porn
like
star
a
dude.
super creepy porn star
Yeah,
guy.
he's the-
Who's like probably molesting that girl.
I'll take Timothy Oliphant all the time.
and drugs.
Hitman?
Emile Hirsch.
Yeah, I'll watch Hitman.
Oh man, Timothy Oliphant. He's got that signature walk where it looks like he's got something jammed.
I've
halfway
tried
up
to
his
start
ass.
watching Justified like 4 times.
But yeah, I love me some Girl Next Door, Alicia Cuthbert, super cute. The
What
whole
happened
time.
to her? She's in the hole with fucking Orlando Jones.
Man, that movie gets lumped into my mind straight with that movie where the guy can't jerk off.
40 Days and 40
40
Nights.
Days and 40 Nights.
Yeah, just
about
like just
Euro
a
Trip?
boring teenage movie where it's like kind of it's really just sad.
What
under
about
the surface.
the other
Love
one
it.
where you can't jerk off?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
which
same
is
thing.
my other guilty pleasure. The New Guy with DJ Qualls. And his dick gets like
Whoa, it
broken.
gets broken.
Yeah, and
remember
he like
when
pees around a corner.
I love that
Remember when
movie
he
too.
they were trying to make him a thing so hard? They're
Yeah.
like, all right,
He was in,
Seth
like-
Green didn't really take off. He's just sort of a side character. Let's go even nerdy and more pathetic.
Yeah,
And this guy's going to be an A-lister.
absolutely. Well, yeah, he was in The Core with Aaron Eckhart.
Oh, that's what it
And
was.
that
yeah.
would like I remember this from the trailer. He's like, I need 32 gigs of RAM, this, that, and all the hot pockets. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
funny.
He was kind of okay. He's a famous character actor. He was in the first Blade Runner, who's like the guy who talks like this. He's like the slow guy who makes the. It's the end of Blade Runner. He's like he made the robots. He's one of the scientists, but he's
I
like
can't
washed
place
up.
it.
I don't know. He's an actor, but in all the movies, he's like kind of slow and dumb and has a very way of talking.
Yeah.
And I feel like whatever that
Yeah, he does do that.
Skeletor face's name is, he was like the new version of that. He was like, I'm kind of nerdy and I look a little strange in my face.
And then sometimes I put some real hard twang in my voice for no
Right.
reason, for comedy's
Hey,
sake.
no reason. Delta Farce was not no reason, all right? When you're in a Larry the Cable Guy vehicle right after the blue collar comedy tour,
Yeah.
I mean, you're on top of the
Yikes.
world.
But yeah, man, the New Guy had Lyle Lovett was his dad. And you had like Eliza Dushku.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, man.
that was the.
I thought it was so fucking funny. He gets all and Zoe Deschanel is like the girl that he should have been with the whole time, but he's going after the hot
Is
girl.
that Zoe Deschanel?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to watch
Yeah.
that movie again.
Well, yeah, she's unrecognizable in the early before New Girl when she's just like, this is my look forever, or I guess 500 Days of Summer.
Hitchhiker's Guy, dog.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that look
same
is
thing.
like that's going to be my look from now on. The New Guy in Elf, she's like unrecognizable. It's like who's this
Oh,
other
yeah.
actress? But yeah,
Who's this girl who's like clearly 17 and Will Ferrell's clearly in his 40s and he's acting like a child? And go back and watch Elf with that in mind and just be like, oh.
turns out Jon Favreau's a monster.
So I got one more.
Okay.
And it's kind of off the back of Girl Next Door.
Mm-hmm.
This is a movie that it's like, if I'm depressed, if something tragic has happened,
I already know where this is
I
going.
will fucking like get like ice cream
Mm-hmm.
and sadly eat it and watch this movie.
Freddie got fingered.
Because it's just it's that fucking coming of age
Yeah.
rom-com garbage. and I love it so much.
Hit
And that
this
is 17 Again.
Yup.
Starring Zac Efron,
What?
Matthew Perry, Leslie Mann,
Yeah.
Michelle. No, that's not her, is it? Is that Michelle Trachtenberg in that
I've
movie?
never seen that movie, Joey.
I got it on DVD. I stole
Got
it
it
from
in full
somebody.
screen?
Yeah. Let's you can look over there. There it is. It's the red one right there, Colin. How about you whip that out right now? How about you whip that out? It's one of the
Whoa.
He's got the jacket slung over his shoulder.
Matthew
He's got
Perry.
the Bieber haircut.
It's
Yep.
got the
Wow,
dude
he
from
was
Reno
doing the Bieber
911.
before Bieber.
Yeah. Reno 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
God, I love it so much. I don't know why. It has. I like those, like, it has like one a very easy premise, and it just like hits it, and that's
Right.
it. And it's just like has like a decent message. You're just like, yeah, that movie made me believe in Zac Efron as an actor. Because that was like hot off the heels of High School Musical,
Absolutely.
which obviously I never saw.
Yeah.
But
you saw High School Musical 3?
yeah, to the streets.
Step Up 3D.
Man.
Oh, speaking of that kind of movie, what about You Got Served? I will watch that right now.
What's the one with Jessica Alba? Is it Honey?
It's Honey. Fuck that movie. I'm
don't-
talking about You Got Served. They dance montaged in the rain.
Omarion.
Omarion.
He's there.
Yeah.
Who is that?
He was part of everyone that was in this band was in
The Service.
You Got
And they
Served.
would serve you.
Yeah, it was just part of the like one of those like pop.
Steve
R&B
Harvey's in that movie, gang.
Whoa, we should start a band and call it The
Before he got the
Service.
permanent Family Feud job, where he just has to coast on his goofy looks at the camera and his like surprise at how dirty people are gonna get with their answers.
Guys, I want to watch 17 again right now.
I desperately need to watch You Got Served.
Man, I was looking at
Desperately.
this 17 Again box art, and I totally forgot my movie I wanted to talk about because I'm lost in Zac Efron's Photoshop face.
Yeah, dog.
The band, by the way, is B2K. That's who
Okay,
all
yeah.
the dudes in You Got Served were in. But man, the hottest
God,
dancers
let's watch
that like
You
2004
Got
had to
Served.
offer.
Fuck, I want to watch all these movies right now.
Yeah, let's just hang out and be bros after this and just watch a bunch of shitty movies that we all like that we probably shouldn't.
Okay, non-shitty movie, but I was going through my movies on my computer, and I forgot it was there, and I'm going to probably watch it this week. Mask of Zorro.
Yeah, man, I know you're a big Zorro fan.
People forget about it. You just forget it was a thing,
Yeah.
but it's so good.
Hollywood
It is-
hasn't forgotten.
It is good from beginning to end.
Is that Antonio Banderas?
Yes,
Okay.
and Sir Anthony Hopkins.
And
Oh,
Catherine
nice, dude.
Zeta-Jones.
Sir Anthony
Whoa.
Hopkins is playing a Mexican Zorro.
Yep.
A Mexican hero.
Yeah.
Like folklore hero. And he doesn't even try with the accent except when he says hacienda. But it doesn't matter.
But you're not.
What you know about
Ting.
Antonio Banderas trained with the Olympic fencing team from Spain for like 6 months.
Oh, whoa, dude.
Before the movie came out. And apparently he was like real hardcore, like obnoxious.
Oh, I would too,
Hardcore
man.
training
I get to
with
play
them.
Zorro.
Right, but I'm just saying it wasn't like when people say, "Oh yeah, I trained with this famous person
Right.
before this movie," and there's like we
He had a
just
real
coffee.
Daniel Day-Lewis approach to it.
And if you that movie, just
Everyone on set had to
back and
call
watch
him
it.
Zorro the whole time.
All the sword fights are like holy shit, holy shit,
I bet you guys in the next 5 years there will be a Zorro movie.
and it's
Yeah.
just
For sure.
fun. And Catherine Zeta-Jones is like pre her plastic surgery. She's
Yeah.
super hot.
Yes.
She's also like real talented, and their chemistry is so hot.
Hot, 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 hot.
Anthony Hopkins is her hot daddy. They like try to make him hot because he's got to be young in the beginning,
Right.
It's
and they
a-
couldn't digitally
right.
de-age his face.
Yeah, they just rubbed a bunch of like spray tan on him.
Yeah.
and like colored his. He has Just for Men like real hard.
But dude, what about Zac Efron and Leslie Mann's chemistry in 17 again?
Well,
Leslie-
she wasn't
Les-
17 in that movie.
That's what you just reminded me by saying Leslie Mann. Leslie Nielsen, Scary Movie 3.
That's an okay.
That's the
There's
last
a couple
guilty
of
pleasure.
good ones.
That's the last good
Right.
one.
There's a
liked
couple
it-
of good jokes
Right.
in that
I
movie,
liked
for
it
sure.
because it was like the Waynes were a lot less involved and
Right.
it hadn't totally gone to shit yet.
Yeah.
So there was like, instead of just like loud, screamy comedy or a lot of black comedy, black jokes that, me, a white boy, was like, oh, haha, I guess I seen that on the Chappelle show.
on the Chappelle,
Right.
on the David
Which is
Chappelle
the first
show.
two movies, which, had a huge following. The third one, like, moved into, it didn't have the same jokes. Like, the first two,
Right.
I felt like it was a very straightforward humor.
That had the great bit with Kevin Hart before
Yeah.
he was who he is now,
Yeah.
and Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, where
about
they
the
talk about rats
rats
versus
and
mice.
mouse.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
that was a
yeah,
good
it was
one.
almost like, hey, we're taking that format, but we're going to try comedy of all these. We're going to try slapstick. We're going to try, like, just, like, sitting here talking.
Right.
We're going to try... there's a deleted ending where Leslie Nielsen turns into the Incredible Hulk.
Whoa!
Or no, the other guy, the rapper.
Oh yeah.
Turns into, he's like, I'm gonna Hulk out, and
I think
everyone
I
laughs at
remember
him,
that.
and then he like actually turns into the Hulk,
okay.
and he like fights the aliens, and Leslie Nielsen's like, I'm gonna do it too, and Kevin Hart's like, no, and he's like, I'm getting angry, oh, and then he shits himself,
Yeah, obviously.
and Kevin Hart has to change his diaper,
Okay.
right there on the set.
comedy.
And that's when Kevin Hart was like, "I'm gonna make it on my own."
I guess
It's Hollywood bullshit.
again,
go and be a stand-up
comedy where some of it is genius to this day, and other
Yeah.
parts are like, oh my,
Yeah, like the part where he's rapping and he throws up his hood and he looks like KKK and they throw him out of the club into like a dumpster.
right. But then he's just like immediately out of the dumpster. This was obviously a stunt double.
I remember because I was still working at Mozzarella's. I got mad that I was working and everyone went and saw Scary Movie 4 without me.
Oof.
All my friends went.
I went and
And
saw
I was
that.
like, "What? I wanted to go see that.
I went
That
and s-
appeals to me, like a 16-year-old boy."
I went and saw that. I think the Dollar Theater, and I felt ripped off.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go.
I did not laugh one fucking time.
Right.
I was.
It's like when I went and watched that movie. I don't think you guys will remember this. Strange Wilderness.
no.
It's got another person that's in the hole with Orlando Jones and whoever else we said before.
Oh my god.
Steve Zahn.
Oof.
Oh, he is in the hole. Where
Yeah.
has he been?
Yeah, you tell me,
You
man.
guys remember Saving Silverman?
Yes.
Yes.
It's super good.
movie. Young Jack Black.
I wonder if that movie holds up now.
I don't know.
Saving Silverman.
I was thinking about the butt implants just the other day because I was listening to a podcast talking about like Nicki Minaj's fake ass, and how I was like, "Oh, those are like brand new butt implants," and I was like, "No, they're not."
Oh, no,
Saving
I just
Silverman
remembered
was like
Saving Silverman.
2000, and he had ass implants. In
Man,
that.
I can't wait to go watch all of these movies again. I'm
want
like
to so
excited.
bad.
Right, you're browsing Netflix and everything is just like mediocre, but you want to get below that to where it's interesting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it is the worst thing in the world when a movie is medium. It either needs to be like, yeah, nostalgic or bad or really good. When something's just medium, like, you know,
It's the worst thing you can be.
yeah, anything like, you know, the Men in Black International. I'm sure that movie's so fucking medium.
Yeah.
That's why no one went and saw it, you know?
I
Like,
never, yeah, I didn't see
It's
it.
like we can't take any risks.
Right.
Our risks are it's a black lady and Chris Hemsworth. That's our risks, and everyone's like, "What? Those aren't risks."
right.
And it's like, nope, that's it. Everything else, we just like pulled, recycled a script from some other movie. 10 years
Exactly.
ago.
They should have gotten Johnny Knoxville back up in there.
No.
No.
Super
No,
forgettable.
He
about-
replaced Steve Zahn. That's what happened to Steve Zahn.
Are you sure? I feel
Johnny
like they were
Knoxville
interchangeable at the
took
time.
over his character. They were interchangeable, but then
yeah.
Johnny Knoxville took it over.
Because I could definitely have seen Steve Zahn as the Rock's sidekick in Walking Tall instead
Right,
of Johnny
that was the
Knoxville.
beginning of the end.
How
and
about-
then Johnny Knoxville was the exact same character in that Schwarzenegger movie, like the sheriff,
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
for some
where
reason.
it's like, I've got to stand tall against drug dealers.
Yeah.
And in the trailer, then Johnny Knoxville's like, "Hey, I'm here too. Let's get him." I was like, "What? This is the same
Schwarzenegger's
movie.
like return to acting was,
was
that movie,
that fucking
which was
movie.
basically like Rambo and Walking Tall, just
Yeah.
kind of shoved together.
And really
Ooh.
anti-immigration. Do you guys remember the movie Balls of Fury, the ping pong comedy with Christopher
Yes.
Walken? That's another movie I saw in the theater and didn't laugh one time.
Yeah. There's another movie, where the jokes are real close to being jokes. Like it's all the pieces are there.
Right.
All the pieces are there. And then the punchline comes and it's just like fumble. Fumble. The only part I laughed was Dietrich Bader is in it, and he's a male prostitute sex slave.
I don't remember.
But he's
this at
like
all.
way too chill. Because Dietrich Bader is also like, after Napoleon Dynamite, he like got jacked as fuck.
Right.
And so he's like, he runs into him. The main character runs into him, and I'm barely remembering this. And he's like, "Whoa, what are you doing here?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm a sex slave or whatever. Like, it's cool. It's fine."
Oh.
And the joke is that his Mr. Miyagi guy is blind, so he thinks he's getting hot ladies, but it's really like Dietrich Bader and crew. And they like walk out the next morning, and the blind guy's like, "Oh yes, I had fun last night with all these hot ladies."
Top-notch humor.
Right. But then the base is gonna blow up at the end, and Dietrich Bader's like in a cage with all these other like hot guys, and they're like, "Save us!" I don't know. There's something about that was.
I feel like you
mildly
explaining
funny.
that is funnier than the actual movie.
It probably is. I really just meant the end. The gay sex thing was like over the top dumb, but at the end when it's like they're like in distress, but they're all like perfectly clean and manicured, like buff bod guys, like trapped. And I
they
think
played
he
ping pong in that
sacrifices
movie.
himself. Yeah,
And I bet the main character got hit in the nuts at least once, right?
like 5 times.
Yeah. So
comedy
what? I
rules
deserve
of
that.
5.
The rules of 5.
Oh, that guy. He didn't get as popular as Orlando Jones and Steve Zahn, but
Right.
he also came hard and then went away fast.
Yep. Hollywood tries stuff out, and if you don't work, they just get rid of you.
He was also in that.
Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington. Except with Sam we have like the Steve Zahn, like, hey, he was there. Sam Worthington was in the second biggest movie of all time.
Right.
And what was his name in that movie?
Jake.
There you
What
go.
were any of their names, Joey?
I know Jake Sully.
Yeah, but
That's it.
But that's the thing is he was in, for the longest time, the biggest movie in the world.
For
Disappeared.
10 years.
Yeah, disappeared.
Yeah.
Where is he? He was also in Terminator.
Terminator.
He was in Clash of the Titans. Like, these big movies. It's like, where'd he fucking go?
Yeah. I mean,
he was
maybe Hollywood
too
got
white guy.
too fed up with the like generic like vanilla man.
Right. Well, yeah, they tried
I
the
don't
same
know.
thing with Taylor Kitsch.
Army Hammer.
Army
They
Hammer.
just keep trying to shove them down our throats. What do you?
And I want to like Army Hammer. I think he's a better actor than Sam Worthington or Taylor Kitsch.
Right. They tried to do the same thing to Henry Cavill. Because he was also
Yep.
in a
The
Titans-
Immortals?
yeah,
Yeah.
which was a knockoff of
Of
the,
300.
of. Oh, I was going to say the Clash of the Titans.
Well, both
they
of them,
came out
basically.
like a year apart, and they
Right.
looked exactly the same. It was like the same fucking movie.
But he's so jacked in the
right.
Immortals.
But then they were like, "Hey, he doesn't have a buzz haircut like all these other fucking white guys." Superman, here we go, and it saved his career, or probably ended it.
He's the Witcher now, all right?
It's true.
Yeah.
We'll
Don't fuck with him.
see
Girl.
about that.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. It was fun talking about our movies that are bad that we like. You out there listening,
Except
tell us.
Speed Racer, because that is high-class cinema.
Yeah, that's actually a really good movie. So
And Bedazzled.
Fuck all the
No.
jabronis that say otherwise.
Bedazzled's only funny parts are in the deleted scenes. Like, why did you cut out these
They're
hilarious
like,
moments?
Well, right, they're like, this movie's not funny at all. We better get rid of these things that would make it funny.
Right. It's all Orlando Jones running in, like, to tell him something wrong happened.
Oh,
but
she's the devil.
he has a little bit of cocaine on his nose.
Yeah.
That was... And it's really funny because they don't acknowledge it. He's just like, "Hey, boss, something's going on down here. You better go check it out." And that's it. But he just has just been tooting up.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, fuck, we almost put jokes in this movie. Let's get rid of them.
Throw him away.
Yeah, it's been fun talking about our bad movies. Why don't you tell us about your favorite guilty pleasure movies? hit us up on all our social media, or just send them straight to our fucking inbox, man. I want to hear from you guys.
I just want titles. I want no explanation. Just launch them at me. Just spam me.
Please spam Colin.
Just
I want
me.
him to be like, it won't stop. It won't stop. My inbox is filled with balls of fury. A lot more people like that. They didn't go see it in theaters,
the
though.
plot synopsis of Balls of Fury, like copy and paste it like 1,000 times.
Yeah, so hit him up with that. You can find this and all of our other episodes at our website, vrtcast.com. That's the place you can find our other podcast, which is Very Real Tournament. We three host that along with our friend Corey Music in it for the new season 4.
Check it.
Check it, check it, check it. You can find this podcast, if you want to tell other people about it, on all the podcast apps, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean, CastBox, Overcast.
Apple, Tim Cook's Facebook page.
Tim Cook's Facebook page. We've been spamming him with this, hoping to get some traction. We're just spamming random CEOs, billionaires.
Hey, just, toot us, tweet us.
Toot us.
Toot us.
Give us one little toot, and that'll be it. We'll be good.
And as always, shout out to the Thumbs for making the music for this podcast. You can find all their stuff on all the streaming services, or you can buy their albums on their Bandcamp, thethumbs.bandcamp.com.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's get right out of here. We'll see you all next time. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
Colin Sage.
It's been real. It's been fun. Hasn't been real fun.
Man, Blade boned his mom.
That happened.
Come on. That was funny.
It was.
You guys didn't think it was funny at the time.
Never fun.
I got no response.
And he fucked his mother.
He boned her. He stabbed her with a bone.
Crickets. All right.
And she was like trying to like have sex with him / kill him. And then he stuck a bone in her. Just saying.
And then he was talking about ice skating uphill.
It was poetry.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Blade.
Oh, no.
Ever?
I mean,
Just for that episode.
I'm pretty sure I didn't watch it for that episode.
Did you watch Blade 2?
Yeah, I just watched Blade 2, my least favorite Blade.
You didn't watch Blade Train. You like Blade 2 less than Blade Train?
I don't think I watched anything.
Oh. Well, you got to watch Blade 1 and 2 for sure.
I mean, I've seen the fucking movies 10 years ago or whatever.
You got to rewatch them. They're really good.
They're not.
Blade 2 is really good.
Whatever. Who cares? I'm not going to spend my time watching Blade.
Blade 2. It's a Guillermo joint. All you listeners out there, tell Joey to watch Blade 2.
Yeah.
Before Mahershala Ali ruins the role for everyone.
I know Blade beats a vampire by suplexing him, and he's dead.
Whoa.
Doesn't he like suplex a vampire through a glass floor, and he's like, "You've defeated me, Blade."
He says that.
He hits him with
Yeah,
like a
he
vertical
says that.
suplex, right?
Sort of.
The saddest part about
He picks him up.
I don't know. The worst part about Blade 2 was that me and Nick did a Blade marathon, and I fell asleep through Blade 2.
Yeah, and then he
but
woke
then
up
I
for
woke
Trinity.
back up for Blade
For
Trinity.
hi, my name's Fuck You.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff.
I think I saw the end of Blade 2. Doesn't the guy from Walking Dead, isn't he there, Daryl?
Yeah, and he double
Something-
bluffs him. He
Yeah, it's like a double bluff.
He
Something
betrayed them.
stupid happens
Norman
at the
Reedus
climax.
bet-
bad guy in
yeah.
Blade too.
Well, he's Blade's sidekick, but then it's revealed
Oh,
he's working with
yeah.
vampires. But that's the thing that Blade knew all along and like tricked him.
That's
Oh, yeah,
right.
He's
'cause
like,
he
"I got
doesn't-
you, Blade. You've been tricked." And he's like, "No."
Because he doesn't.
He
Right,
hits him
he
with
never-
an Uno reverse card and
Oh
says,
my
"No,
God.
you."
No, that's when he falls into a vat of blood, and he comes out, and he's all glistening, and literally there's like a jump cut, and he's dry.
Dry. Yeah. Okay.
It was so
First
startling.
2 minutes of this.
2.5 minutes of fucking Blade.
Welcome to Blade Cast. All Blade 2 all the time.
Hell yeah. Okay. Jabronis, get to stepping. Welcome to Very Real Talk, everybody. I just wanted to let all the jabronis out there know they need to get to stepping.
Nice.
All right.
Blades of Gory. That's our Blade podcast name, by the way.
All right, I have to start over now. Thank you.
why
You're the
are you
reason this
doing
takes so
it?
long, not us.
Come on, we're doing comedy.
No one's going to understand the Blade shit. Why?
You can put all this at the end now. You're
Three-
welcome.
yeah, we're gonna
You're
have 3
welcome.
minutes.
You're welcome.
3 minutes at the end.